A very good evening. Today my topic will be on electromagnetic waves. I have given many videos on the the magnetic chapter to be precise, very previously, and I have given a brief on what their basic derivations come from. So this chapter is totally a different chapter. This is the last chapter of the electrostatics. My thinking and thought process of today will be on relation between E vector and V vector, where E vector is the electric field vector and B vector is the magnetic field vector respectively. Here in my diagram, as you people can see, here is the diagram of a sinusoidal electromagnetic wave. This is the graph of the electromagnetic wave. Here you can see I have written DOP. DOP means the direction of the propagation. The direction of propagation is towards the x-axis. Here I have three axes, the x-axis, y-axis and the z-axis. Here E is the electric field vector, B is the magnetic field vector. So this type of graph is known as the sinusoidal graph. Why is it known as this type of graph? Because in this type of graph, the electric field and the magnetic field vary sinusoidally in mutually perpendicular directions. The electric field and magnetic field vary perpendicularly in mutually perpendicular directions and also with the direction of the propagation of wave. The direction of the propagation of wave we can all see is towards the right, that is along the x-axis, and therefore they are all perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave, and this type of wave is called the electromagnetic wave. The electromagnetic wave, this kind of wave can propagate in any directions, okay, and they do not require any material medium and they can propagate in space without requiring any material medium, and such type of waves is called the electromagnetic wave. Today my main focus will be on relation between electric field vector and magnetic field vector. This is basically a derivation, okay? This is basically derivation, but before starting the derivation I thought of explaining this part, because this is the most important part. If you don't understand this part, derivation you will never understand. So this was the sinusoidal graph. Let me come to the derivations. Relation between electric field vector and the magnetic field vector. Let us consider a sinusoidal electromagnetic wave, okay? Let me consider this type of wave only. Electromagnetic wave is propagating in free space along the positive direction. What is the positive direction, students? This is the positive direction, that is along this direction, in the velocity vector this direction. Okay, so this type of wave is propagating along the positive direction, that is towards this way. Next, the number, let me consider now girls, students, let me consider two quantities. Number one will be the K. Number two, K is the wave number. And number two is omega. Omega will be the frequency of the wave, okay? So let me consider these two quantities, that is the K, the wave number, and omega is the frequency of the wave. I will require these two quantities during my derivation. The magnitudes of electric field and the magnetic field along the y and z axis respectively vary with x and t and can be written as E0 sine omega t minus kx. Okay, this is for the electric field, and for the magnetic field it will be B0 sine omega t minus kx. This is for the magnetic field. Now as you can see, there are quantities like electric field naught and the magnetic field naught. What do these quantities refer? The E naught and B naught are the magnitudes or the maximum values of electric field and magnetic field respectively. These are called the amplitudes of the waves, okay? So these are the maximum values of the electric field and the magnetic field respectively. The value of K we have all studied in class 11. The value of K is given by 2 pi by lambda. The value of omega is given by 2 pi nu, where nu is the frequency I have already said. Okay girls, we have known that nu is the frequency, but the omega is also the frequency. But what is the difference between omega and nu? The nu is called the frequency of the wave and omega is called the one thing I haven't mentioned here. This will be the angular frequency. Omega is called the angular frequency and this is another frequency. Let me consider this as a new frequency, okay? Now I have got two formulas, one as this, one as this. Let me divide omega by k, okay? Now omega by k will be 2 pi nu by 2 pi by lambda. Obviously 2 pi gets cancelled. What I will be remaining with this lambda goes up and it will be lambda nu. This whole term I will denote it as, girls, C. Why C? C is the speed of light. Okay, this whole term, this lambda nu which I have got from this relative form, I will denote this one as C. So C is the speed of light. Now girls, C is the speed of light of the electromagnetic wave. It is also the speed of light in free space, which has the constant value. Now girls, I have already told that we need to have a basic concept of mathematics on integration and differentiation while doing this derivation. So this is a very simple derivation, girls. Number one, here I will differentiate this E. Number two, this B. So differentiating E, that is putting D as del E, differentiating with respect to x. Okay, that is del E by del x. What I get, this k is the constant, therefore k comes out, therefore it becomes minus k, because since it is a constant, E0 remains same, sign becomes cos. Is it not? Same with dB, it will be del B by del t, because I am differentiating with respect to time. Since I am differentiating with respect to time, what will be my constant coming out? There will be omega. Omega b naught cos omega t minus kx. I have got two equations. This is number 1. This is number 2. Okay. Substitute. Now I will just need to simplify these two in a shorter form. So what I do, I just make this simpler by minus ke, that is the equation 1, cos omega t minus kx is equal to omega b naught omega t minus kx. Girls, you can see this cos omega gets cancelled. I will be remaining, okay, I am doing in this part, I will be remaining with E0 by B0 will be equal to omega by k. I denote this term as C. C is the speed of light. Okay. Since E and B vector are in same phase, you can also write it as E by B is equal to omega by k, which is the constant. Thus the speed of light, thus the ratio of electric field and magnetic field equals the speed of light. Thus the ratio of electric field and magnetic field, this is the ratio, this equals the speed of light. Is it clear? So the velocity of the electromagnetic wave is given by V is equal to 1 by root over mu epsilon, where mu is the permeability constant, and epsilon is the permittivity constant. That was it. Thank you.